close it. Thank you all very much for attending this seminar, and have a great afternoon.
Peki, buenos días. Wanaongea bado. Wakimaliza tunaobserve. Nitasukuma mimi sitaki sukuma mtu najua kuna sasa nikienda huko kuna kitu kinaonekana. So na observe. Kanipia pale mbele kwa kambi. Sasa fikiria vipi? Nafikiria vipi? Na ya rose from sasa fikiria vipi? Next year. Utakwenda huko nazunguka na nyuma. Pia huyo nafasi. Ik mag wel over de zomerbloemen.
zomer doen in Kenia. Omdat ze het jaar rond geweldig weer hebben. En de kans om ook in de winterse maanden een bruiloft een evenement te maken. Er is inderdaad een moment dat deze dingen reizen. En dat kost energie, maar daarbij. Wij hebben onze kassen niet te verwarmen. We maken gebruik van goede tilttechniek. Wij zetten ontzettend veel af in het Midden-Oosten, maar er gaat nog steeds heel veel naar de Nederlandse bloemenveiling. Via de veiling en dan door naar andere landen. Maar wij vliegen ook veel direct in het Midden-Oosten, omdat het niet logisch zou zijn om dat eerst te doen naar het Midden-Oosten. Maar het wordt allemaal gewoon verhandeld via Nederland en maar de handel gaat nog wel. Ja, de handel wordt gefaciliteerd vanuit Nederland. De autorekeningen worden vaak vanuit Nederland verdedigd. Daar zijn niet, ja, dat is wel mooi dat het niet komt.
Arie wil wat zeggen over de zorgen van de logistiek.
Juist. Dus nee, wij hebben een rozenpekerij in Nederland en we hebben een rozenpekerij in Kenia. Sorry. Dus in de... ooit wel eens 900 pekerijen, dat zijn er maar 7. En vanuit Kenia is het een enorme steven. Er zijn denk ik al Nederlandse Kenia zijn. Bij ons gaat er ook veel naar supermarkten. Dus Albert Heijn staan de eerste rozen. Dus retail rozen worden ook veel in Kenia gedeeld. En die gaan naar oudsher nog steeds veel met het vliegtuig. We waren op de goede weg met boten. Het was ongeveer 30 dagen en dan heb ik ook één staan met 1 graden. Vaak zijn ze heel goed voor toesturen. Wij zijn ook al helemaal in de zeevaart. Dus ik denk dat het voor de Keniaanse bloemindustrie, ook voor de groente en fruit, mega belangrijk is dat we wat kunnen varen en kosten. Even heel kort. Kenia is een goudland. Goudland alleen al vanwege het klimaat. Dat we op Ecuador zitten. Dat is fantastische mensen. Kenia is natuurlijk heel intensief in het stuk.
Ja, ja.
Oh, explainiwa na watu wako mambo vitu wanafanya hizo hata si katawezi pale hii katawezi jua walipomunga na wasee hata mwingine akaangia story nasikia watarudi sasa ndio watarudi pale for 45 minutes wapi huko ile zaidi kwa hiyo hall si ile mali hiyo ingine huko kwingine zingine hata wale watu tumekuja nao wamekaziwa kwenda huko
Sorry, we totally forgot to introduce you to our very enthusiastic flower people over there. Very nice to meet you. Hello, very nice to meet you. My name is Willem-Alexander. Nice to meet you. Minister, please introduce to you as well.
So Gibbous Europlacer is an example of advanced manufacturing here in Africa. And what we do is we contract manufacture for circuits. So like this, for example, is a water dispensing circuit.
But for which industry? Or any industry that needs
Exactly. And so it's a joint venture between ourselves and a European firm called Europlacer.
Yeah.
And in essence, currently about 70% of our revenue is from companies within Japan, in Europe, and North America. But in terms of the numbers, about 90% of our customers are Kenyan. Young innovators who have all kinds of innovations. For example, soil quality monitoring, so a way in which you can just poke some prongs into the ground and find out what are the minerals in the ground and things like that. To, as I said, the water dispensing and so on, and various others. There's a company called Raspberry Pi.
And where do you source your chips and your other...
In the global market, mostly from China, from Europe, from the USA. Yeah, so we do the manufacturing here, and we're looking to see how we can now promote more where water provision is concerned, where agricultural, like the food industry, we should make sure that we use data, collect data, process data for decision making. And that now is possible locally instead of having to import the solutions.
You have enough local knowledge of these people that really have the knowledge to make this machine.
Yes. And our company came out of the University of Europe.
Okay.
We began there, and we're still very strongly linked to the university. So that means when somebody comes with a specific problem that we can't immediately solve, we can go back to the university community, do the R&D that's necessary, and get this.
That's great.
Thank you, man.
You didn't lose your name. Don't worry. Very hard. Thank you very much. We
from one of the
provide end-to-end solutions from Kenya to the
they can easily take
WhatsApp,
advantage.
and then to use blockchain as we call it, it's called, where we sign every action, every movement handover. We also provide real-time info, customers activations. And do you also do insurance on those blockchain? And in essence, it should be totally safe. It's good. You make it transparent indeed, and if there's an issue, you can pinpoint soon who did it, who did what, so you can but you don't do it. And we also provide it as well. And do it ourselves. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Yes, thank you very much. See you here. Yeah.
Wacha niweke.
Enjoy the moment. We saw you standing up there. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you. You're the minister. Yes, sorry, the minister.
Minister's doing business.
Please, Mark.
Nice to meet you.
Majesty, my name is Michelle Sanu, and it's a pleasure to introduce Spark, a Dutch social enterprise that designs, manufactures modular solar home systems. And we do this ideally to bridge the gap of access to energy to the 300 million people living off-grid in sub-Saharan. And we do understand that access to finance is a major challenge. So our products come with a pay-as-you-go enabled technology that enables our customers to pay for their products in installments. And for them, this is more than just access to energy, because it gives them the room to build their credit history.
But how do you finance it then? Is it,
Okay, so ideally we partner with B2B business models. So we facilitate inventory financing through support with the Dutch government, with partners such as Atradius, and we provide inventory financing to our distributors to be able to scale their businesses.
and how does it work exactly?
Great. So it's pretty much solar operated, and it has an interactive screen. And this is a battery, and we have the lights, just like you can see here. And the good thing with the Spark products is that they're modular. So depending on what customers are looking for, they can power different appliances, TVs, fans, hair clippers, torches, etc. So they're able to. Yes.
So very important, of course.
Yeah. So you have your phone charging ports here.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're pretty able to get sufficient power to add on appliances. Yeah.
You can stack them.
Yeah, just like we've seen there. So you're able to stack and batteries depending on what output you're looking for.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And what does an average household in off the grid use in Kenya, for instance?
So we're looking at about a normal 3-light system. So you have 3 of these, 1 battery pack. You have a phone charging cable. We provide all the wire clips. Yeah.
So all is in the box.
Also the solar is in
The
there.
solar panel.
Solar panel in there.
Battery and lights, phone charging, radio, and yeah, pretty much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, I can take it. Thank you. Yes. Your Majesty, thank you for coming here. I don't know if the mic is working, but we can understand that's perfectly fine. I'm the operations manager of Hydrobox. We address the challenge of limited electricity supply in Kenya, in rural areas mainly. So what we do is we build hydropower stations, hybrid hydropower stations, with a run-of-river solution. So I just brought a picture to make it easier to have a look at. Yeah, so what we actually do is we supply affordable and reliable power to large businesses like hospitals, smaller businesses like mills, and many households in the community. So this is our structure. We take a little bit of the water from a river. This one is in Muranga region. It's called the Gitugu Power Station. So we take a bit water off, go through our canal, descend there, and then we have a fence because there's a height of about 30 meters difference. So the water flows down and through our power stations and then back into the river. So we have a limited on the environment, I would say. So just to give you an understanding, our anchor customers, so that's our challenge mainly, is to get funding. It's because, a hydropower station is not for free, building it is not for free. So we have a business model with the proven technology, and then with our anchor businesses, smaller businesses and households, they take off 24/7 of our electricity, and which means that we have like a constant revenue stream from this part where we can, and then we can supply the smaller ones as well. I'm not in it alone. So use the microphone again. We do have Tuko Pamoja as our core value, which is we do it together. And we are constantly growing, as you can see, many more adding to the team.
And the anchor consumer unit, these are local companies? Entities, who would that be?
No, it's all local companies. So think of big tea farms, big tea factories, dairy farms, large dairy farms who produce a lot of like dairy products.
So these are actually companies that would have already taken electricity off the grid at that moment?
Companies, yes, because they can't...
Otherwise they wouldn't be there in that location.
Exactly. But we, because a river runs 24/7, we can supply them 24/7. So that's reliable, and we can add power to the grid. Now we have our own grid. We build our own grids, but we can add it to, for example, existing grids later on as well. Yeah, so that's a big change that we are going through. Yeah.
How much is one investment? This one?
The investment?
Yeah.
This is about $4 million.
US dollars?
Yeah.
For you $4?
Yeah. Yeah, shilling would be better, but unfortunately that's not the case. Yeah. Yeah, we have 4 like this. It's small run-of-river, so they're not too big. They're not taking too much consumption off the river. Because you see, this is like a length of 400 meters. There's a lot of farms, tea farms, crops, which are growing here. So what we do is once we've constructed everything, we give it back to the community. So if you walk down here, there's maize growing and other crops. Yeah.
Directly from the channel they irrigate.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Hello. Okay, my name is Florence Wangui. I'm the Finance Director at Sistema Bio. At Sistema Bio, we are an enterprise, and we work with smallholder farmers all over the world to offer them with a biodigestion technology. This is just a demo unit that uses the organic waste available at the farm to produce biogas and biofertilizer. The product do support them to improve their farm production and also the efficiency, as well reduce their carbon footprint. So we usually do support with the farmers to empower them, as well footprint on their side, as well create a sustainable focus more. We also, our work also impacts several SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and the biodigester benefits directly impacts SDG 3, SDG 5, SDG 7, and SDG 13. We've already done 14,000 units in Africa so far, impacted are over 84,000 units, that translating to over 250,000 tons of carbon emissions. We target to do to impact 1.5 million lives in Africa, to 1% global carbon CO2 emissions reductions, and that is doable with partners like SNB from Netherlands and also partners like ABC that are also supporting us on the financing side in terms of making this impact feasible. Exactly.
All right, we had a bit of a flow, but we are happy to rejig it. No, not at all. Exactly. So my name is Diana Gishaga from Private Equity Support, and I'm here with my colleague.
Hello, I'm Keith Wallace of Private Equity Support.
All right, so we are providing financing through what we call the African Biodigester Component Program. The key number to remember here, 11.8 times. That is how much €1 from the Dutch government has been leveraged to provide financing for such initiatives, such as the biodigester, the biofertilizer, and the bioslurries that they will be talking about. So we work with financial institutions to get the sector. We have already 5 institutions, and then we give a very small incentive, hardly €110, and they use that to de-risk by ensuring that they educate their staff, especially the credit team, that need to understand how to evaluate those technical products. So the success of this is we have actually catalyzed over the last 6 months about almost €250,000 in loans. And my colleague Keith will finalize from here.
Thank you so much, Diana. I think the thing that we really wanted to showcase was that we were working with the financial institutions here to find out where their pain points were. And rather design a great scheme, we just said, where can we help? How can we use this money, and how can you put it to good effect? And in that way, we started with those that could really get sales out the door, really taking the lead in doing that. Financial institutions that would.
Good afternoon. My name is Esther Karethi. I work for Kenya School of Agriculture under the Ministry of Agriculture. I'm here as a mentee of the Netherlands Business Hub mentorship program that has really built me. And the reason why I came on board is I'm making biofertilizers and biopesticides using weeds. Why did I think about making biofertilizers and biopesticides? In Kenya, most of our people are dying out of cancer, and 80% is consumption of foods that are laden with very high agrochemicals. So making these biofertilizers, it's a very, it's a lean startup actually. It's a very at the very baby step stage, and I say that I'm here to make partnerships, to make networks. Honorable MUSALIA, if you'd, I would be glad if you'd join me and make my dream a reality so that we can reduce the high consumption of agrochemicals. If we went organic and we have the inputs, the farmers can easily access the organic products and they are able to use them in their farms, then we'll reduce the high consumption of agrochemicals. I wouldn't want you to take vegetables that have pesticides in them, and by the end of the day you have some illnesses in your body. We want us all to eat healthy, to eat safe, to eat knowing that we are eating food, not chemicals. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Hans. I work with the biofertilizer. So the end result of the biogas, the digestion process, is the slurry. Wij noemen dat digestaat. The soils in the Netherlands are quite good. The soils here, they are acids, they are low in nutrients, and they are low in organic matter. So this is an excellent solution. I brought a little bit here. You don't want to see it, but just to show you that the pH is over 8. So this is a really good solution, and we can make it locally.
Rudisha tu kidogo. Pandisha juu kidogo. Pandisha juu kidogo.
I'm Caroline, Skills Medication.
So, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, welcome to Skills Medication. Together with my name is Willem-Alexander. Group of the Skills Medication Africa, which is a part of the group Skills Medication based in the Netherlands. The subject of this meeting is the importance of high quality training of medical personnel, and basically it's about the subject. Basically about life saving, avoiding mistakes at medical treatments, as well as patient safety. The product. Now, basically, the whole what we're doing is based on problem-based learning. I don't know if you have heard about it, but it has been founded by Majesty University and Ottawa University in the 80s, and they used mannequins for improvement of the skills of medical staff. On coincidence, our company is founded 30 years ago, so it's right time. The product, what you see, is not only product, because it's a chain what we offer. We read the curricula, we look what the people need according to the curricula, we can advise the people what they need, what the best fit is of the product for the curriculum. Then it comes to the sale, of course, we are commercial. That's also important, but then after the sale, the most important part of our company is that we also maintain the products and that we also provide user instructions. So that gives a longer life cycle. You were doing, yes. Okay. This is a learning simulator, and I give the word now to my colleague Rosalind, and she will provide you some information.
Thank you. My name is Rosalind.
So the people this is meant for, they are trained medical staff. They're the nurses that are operating in the villages in Africa. So they are trained staff. General.
Nursing colleges.
Oh, nursing colleges.
Mainly nursing colleges and universities.
So I will talk about the Prompt Flex, which is a midwifery task trainer that has incorporated the technology of augmented reality. So the idea is the students need to be able to appreciate what exactly happens during the birthing process. So they see the internal anatomy. So of course you have the app and your tablet, then you're able to scan the mannequin and you can see the internal anatomy of the uterus, and the fetus. Able to appreciate more, and it's also able to improve the learning experience. So that's the Prompt Flex. Thank you. Okay, so here we have the trauma training task trainers. We call him Tim, traumatic amputation of the lower limb. So then basically we are training students on how to apply the tourniquet to which will simulate an arterial bleed. Then the next one is a wearable task trainer, of course an amputated limb still. So if you're having an actor during your simulation experience or your learning experience, they're able to wear it. Then you're able to train on how to bandage. Then we have a wearable gunshot bicep wound. Then the actor is able to wear it around their arm. Then you're able to train them on how to control the bleed. Yeah. So I'll hand over this to...
Hi, Your Majesties. So my name is George, and from Skills Education. This is a high-fidelity mannequin, And we use it specifically for training first responders, lawmakers, that is the police. The military also uses this product. This is a very good product for outdoor, okay? And then it has all the capacities for you to be able to train all the injection sites. The sensory organs are all active. The pulses, you can be able to feel them. You can feel this.
So you can also set an IV or anything in
Yes,
this?
you can be able to do that, both bilaterally to the nasal and through the mouth. Okay?
You can feel the
Yeah.
you can feel the chest as well.
Yeah. And this is purely silicone. You can feel it's very, very real. Yeah.
No problem with him.
And then one of the advantages of this mannequin enables you to de-traumatize traumatic situations.
Yeah.
I'm sure as an individual, if you look at this, if it was real life situation, this would really be tragic.
Yeah.
Okay? And this allows you to, this mannequin purely control remotely. Okay? And you can be able to even conduct movements for this mannequin. Any activity that you perform on this mannequin is registered as well. And this is one of the cancer skills medication that we have. Thank you.
Fantastic. Amazing. Congratulations.
Any question?
No.
Yeah. And it can bleed. Yeah, it can bleed. It has simulated blood that you can be able to control from this. Thank you very much.
We do it in Kenya, you mean? We have collaboration with Uzima University. There's Mr. Philip we work together with, also with KMTC. So we're working close together. They are pretty important people, but also North Coast Medical Training College in Mombasa. So we work already since 2 years in Nairobi, but it's growing rapidly at the moment. East Africa, and we're rolling out it in East Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you can develop prosthetics for those post-tumor. You can develop the limbs.
Yes.
You do that as well?
The limbs. Now, yeah, you can cover the limb. To be honest, it's not really, but it's not limb production. No, that's not included. No, it's only medical training for medical staff.
But we have enough people that can make it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kata yote. Kata yote.
I was in Holland at 50 years celebration. Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you there. So as COPAT, we've been in Kenya for the last 19 years. So as much as COPAT is 50 years old, or almost 60 now. So in Kenya, we've been here for the last 19 years, primarily serving the flower sector with our biological control solutions, which basically enable the flower farmers to grow with minimal use of chemical pesticides, relying more on the natural solutions. So we offer the products, we offer technical advice and training. So basically, this is a classic example of a Dutch company taking the lead in.
Glasshouses or also open field?
We do both. Primarily, because that's the kind of primarily contained segment. But yeah, increasingly, as my colleague will also tell you, we are doing that also in open field with smallholder farmers, basically availing the same tools even for an average farmer. Yeah. So, and of course, the industry is organized from the Kenya Flower Council perspective. So I'll introduce Clement, who's the CEO.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Clement Tulezi, CEO Kenya Flower Council. We are a membership organization organizing the flower industry from a private sector perspective, working very closely with government. So growers, exporters, and other value chain actors are members of Kenya Flower Council because it's one place where we organize the with support from government. Apart from that, we are also in the area of standards. Certification and sustainability is a major hallmark of the industry. So we try to organize it. Bodies around the world have come together, what we call the Floriculture Sustainability Initiative in Europe. So we all belong to one basket, all the standards in the world, looking at how we manage our environment, looking at how we manage our people, the people we work with and the people we work with, the communities where we work. We also look at good agricultural practices and governance. Those are our hallmark. So anyone who doesn't have that certification cannot export into the market. So we ensure that there is sustainability and there is ethical practice within the industry, connecting everyone, grower, exporter, and suppliers, service providers into one place where we can see the industry growing. So we are. The Netherlands is the gateway to Europe. For us, Europe is 70% of everything we grow, we export to Europe, and therefore Netherlands becomes where we also export to other countries. Over 120 countries across the globe, and we are number 3 producer of cut flowers and ornamentals across the globe, and number 4 exporter of cut flowers. Of course, Netherlands is number 1 because it re-exports. Yeah, but we are here. This is what we are showcasing. So we also look for solutions. Like right now, we are dealing with a challenge we call the forest codling moth. It's a pest on our roses. And we've been given a deadline by the European Union to be able to show compliance. And therefore, that is where parts come in, because they are giving us a solution around what we can do to mitigate the challenge that is there, the risk that is there on the forest codling moth. So I just want Bram to talk about parts, what we do.
Yeah. Thank you, Clement. Bram Tijmans, co-founder of PATS, a tech company from Delft, the Netherlands. And we're helping growers with good insights on how pests are developing inside the greenhouse. So for applying the products of Koppert, for example, it's very important to know what's happening with the pests and when to apply it. And what we do is we build smart sensors looking at airborne pest insects and tell the grower and the advisor, the consultant, what to do when. So, yeah, we have camera systems looking at airspace, kind of, and seeing what goes through it, identifying the separate different insects. And so also we started a project with the Kenyan Flower Council and their, let's say, their partners, the growers, rose growers that are suffering from this specific moth. It's really a threat to, I think, the industry that they are dealing with. So we are trying to help them out. And the goal is to reduce risks, improve control, and help growers switch to biological control. First, monitoring, and the next step for us is actually eradication of insects with our mechanical bat. So this system tells this drone where the insect is, where the false codling moth is, goes after it like a bat, shreds it.
It really shreds it like with a drone.
Yeah. It's like a chopper.
That's actually the only way to get after this. There's no way to.
Yeah, killing moth, which is a butterfly that flies at night, is really hard. You can only control the eggs or the caterpillars, but then you're already too late. You want to be earlier, so you want to be preventative. And we're now doing that in flowers mainly. Here in the Netherlands, we're also in vegetables, and you see that if you do something in flowers, vegetable and food production follows closely after, and that's why I gave it over to Jan.
Thank you. Jan Teke Galema. I'm the country manager of Holland Green Tech here in Kenya. Holland Green Tech is a Dutch company. We're based only on the African continent, in 11 African countries, and it's our mission to improve the business case of African growers, vegetable growers mainly. We do that by providing high quality inputs. Think of hybrid seeds, irrigation, fertilizer, greenhouses, the whole package.
But you source them, or you also make them yourself?
So we mainly source them. So we work with Koppert, we work with Rijkswaan, we're a distributor of Rijkswaan. In those 11 African countries, but we strongly believe that we can only help the farmers here, the growers, if we build long-term relationships with them. So my team is here in the field, visiting the farmers, helping them, visiting them every time, and growing together with them. Because you can only have impact when you work together. Again, we don't do this alone. We work with multiple companies. And we really think sustainability is also an important factor. So we only work with biological pest control, biological fertilizer, and we really try to help the sector here in Kenya grow.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great presentation. Thank you very much.
so much.
Zima toa yote.
They get one time to say their pitch, and if then one of the 4 presenters takes it comes to this. I'm late.
Hiyo ina nini? Hapa hakuna kamera sio?
and Mr. Veldkamp and Blakely, welcome to the CEO Roundtable, in which I think two ports or gateways to the world meet each other. The Netherlands as gateway to Europe, and Kenya, of course, as gateway to Eastern Africa. And it's an honor to welcome you at the session where we will discuss and explore trade and investment opportunities. My name is Thomas Kosta. I'm Director of Economic and International Affairs at VNO-NCW, and I have the honor of moderating this roundtable. We have some impressive and we have a full agenda. There's a lot of topics and a lot of topics, so I will urge you all to So let's start with the round table.
Your Majesties, Prime Cabinet Secretary Honorable MUDAVADIA, Excellencies, distinguished guests, it's an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to this CEO Roundtable on doing business in Kenya. In short, business is booming. Share strong and growing trade and investment relations. The Netherlands is Kenya's largest trading partner in the EU as an investor in Kenya. We believe that Kenya is a country of opportunities, and we are here this week to help turn these opportunities into realities. Joining up Dutch businesses and expertise with Kenya's vibrant and growing economy will open the way to an even brighter future for both of us. A future with stronger growth, more jobs, and mutual benefits. Dutch expertise in agriculture, water management, innovation, and sustainability aligns closely with Kenya's plans for the future. Your medium-term plan all fit well with what Dutch businesses, investors, and knowledge institutions have to offer. But to fully unlock this partnership potential, we also have to be honest about some of the challenges in the business climate. Kenya has made great strides in attracting investments and improving the ease of doing business. For instance, regulations can be streamlined, transparency enhanced, and investment security improved. Can be addressed, such as creating refunds and tax policy predictability. This would make a real difference in attracting more investment and encouraging more companies to do business here. That's what today's discussion is about. Not just identifying challenges, but also finding solutions. So I'm the bilateral joint trade committee. We now have a framework in place to do just to improve the business environment with actionable reforms and address trade and investment challenges in annual consultations. Because we are in it for the long run, as friends and as partners. So today, I encourage all of you to engage openly, share insights, explore practical ways of how we can strengthen our partnership even further and create an even more dynamic business climate. I wish you a constructive discussion. Thank you.
And I think this is important to the committee where we can. Then I would like to give the floor to Permanent Secretary Abubakar Hassan Abubakar.
Your Majesty the King, Your Majesty the Queen, Your Excellency the Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister, welcome to this CEO's Roundtable. This is part of our aftercare program, as in line with our investment retention strategy. With companies which are already active in Kenya to understand what are the pain points of solution, either through policy, legislation, or administration. Your Majesty, allow me with the information to say 5 points briefly. One is to highlight our diplomatic focus is on economic diplomacy, and our objective is to deepen and broaden our investment and trade relations. Two, I want to highlight our message to the Netherlands companies. Our message is that Kenya is for business, and there are a lot of investor-ready opportunities that are in line with our bottom-up economic transformation agenda that has 5 key pillars. 10 in Netherlands, those starting in Netherlands, and the Kenyan Investment Authority will therefore project in detail those opportunities. The third one is my belief to ask or to invest in us, invest with us through our public-private partnership. Contract to contract. I thank you.
And indeed, this model of converting complex to complex is the one we have today. Now let's start and give the companies the floor. We have a structure in this round table. We have 3 topics of importance of the European investment climate. The first one is taxation. The Minister has already mentioned a lot of that. The other is customer classification, and the last one is government contracts and government relations. I will shortly introduce these topics, and then especially give the companies the floor to make their point. Let me start with taxation. What has already been said by the Minister, I think. It's about predictable funds of the VAT, and I leave it to the company to make their insights and experiences. And I would like to give the floor first to the host.
Thank you. Your Majesty, Honorable Cabinet Secretary, thank you for having us. I'm representing the House Animal Nutrition. About a year and a half ago, we decided to invest in Kenya. We're putting up a new animal feed plant. The government was very helpful, and also the embassy to get all the waivers for investment. Thank you for that. But at the moment, we struck with that. Thank you.
Thank you. And a huge investment, I think, here in Kenya. Then I would like to give the floor to the Dutch Flower Group.
Good. I think a lot has been said. I'm Rotterdam. I'm the CEO of the Dutch Flower Group. We import a lot of flowers, a lot of roses from Kenya. We do it already since the 90s, so a long-standing relationship with Kenya, and very happy and very positive. We do see a lot of opportunities. We just opened a bouquet making facility. So instead of flying by sea freight, transporting the stems to Europe and making bouquets over there, we make our bouquets also in Nairobi. That's really a big step forward, also to brand Indian flowers. I think that's important also going forward. But yes, there's also, of course, that's already said about also VAT issues with buying flowers. There's a lot of VAT refunds. Let's just put it that way. And also don't forget, we invest a lot. But also air freight, and it's important to keep on investing. But then those people together with our partners, I'm also very grateful for that. So,
Your Excellencies, Honorables, thank you for this opportunity today, and also on behalf of our industry. Because I think we have a lot of questions about trades and MOUs. Trades, so I'm pretty happy. I'm sure that the roads are currently. Sorry about that.